Right. Last day we were discussing about different kind of computers and came to this place, right? When we came to this place. This place means like we were discussing about live robots. So living robots. So these living robots we call Xenobots are created using a biological and engineering, computer engineering and biological process. It's a result of computer engineering and biological process. Not just computer science, it's involving biological science too. So if you want to become doctors, you have to think about this section also. So maybe in future you have to treat these Xenobots, not just a human. So you have to think about Xenobots too. So Xenobots are living bodies created by human beings using a computational algorithm. So it uses primary cells from frog, African frog. So heart cells and skin cells are merged and actually combined according to the computational algorithm and created a moving robot, which is capable of self-healing. It can heal by itself. It can heal by itself. And not only, so it can work as groups. Robot කෙනෙක්. එතකොට මෙයා biology වලින් තමයි හදන්නේ. It's a living robot, living item. So it can live around 14 days without food and water inside our body. So it can be used to clean cholesterol in our body. It can be used to clean ocean plastic, so like microplastic layers in ocean. So likewise, it can work for much more purposes in near future. Maybe scientists will develop this Xenobot, so which will be a challenge if they can develop like replicating Xenobot or reproducing Xenobot. It will be challenging, right? So think about the future. So not only us, there will be genetic clones. There will be genetic clones or genetic new creations into the world other than the living beings. Okay, so that is the challenge in future. And so we learn how to check about your processor and the random access memory. So can you recall this by giving the answers? So what is the processor speed of this computer that you are seeing the task manager? So what is the speed of this?
3.6 gigahertz.
Yes, it is 3.6 gigahertz. And may I know how many physical processors are there inside this chip? They are single chip. How many physical processing units? Yes, it's 4 processing units. It's like in your kitchen, there are 4 ovens or 4 cookers. එතකොට අපි kitchen එකේ බැලුවොත් cookers 4ක් තියෙනවා කියලා අපිට පේනවා. So it's like this physical processors. We call quad core. Quad core. QUAD-CORE. Quad core. This processor is quad core i7 processor. Quad core i7. Speed is 3.6 gigahertz for each processor. එක processor එකක් 3.6 gigahertz speed එකක් තියෙනවා. And has 4 such physical units. And actually inside these physical units also there are 2 logical units. So altogether, how many logical units?
8.
8 logical units. So that is what mentioned here. There are 8 independent logical units, 4 independent physical units, and 1 chip. And cache memory is the high-speed memory inside this processor. So these 2 are directly inside the processor and the level 3 is attached to the processor. We learn about that. So those are high-speed memories here. And in addition to that, you have registers, the small memory cells inside this. So that is about the processor. We learned that part. So what is the random access memory or the main memory of this computer?
12 GB.
It's 12 GB. So where you can see that? You can see that in the left-hand side. Yeah. 12 GB is the memory. Main memory capacity is 12 GB. So that also you can see. Okay, now we know how to check your processor, how to check your CPU. Actually, if there are new students, I would like to recall that. How can we see that? By going to the task manager. You can share the screen You can start share. All of you can start sharing the screen. I have given the multiple permissions. Okay, how to access Task Manager? You can right click in the Windows button, Windows 11, then go to the Task Manager, and then you can see Task Manager. Then you can see the memory and the CPU. Okay, let's see this in Diliru's computer. This is what Diliru can see about his computer. It is hexa-core processor with 12 logical processors. And this is Lanidu's, and we saw that actually this is Nadun's computer, and this is so you can move to each screen. The screen if you want to see the different screens, yes, you can go to the view options, right? View options only change. You can go to you are viewing you are viewing Lanidu Asmika screen. View options then so you can see each of your friends' screen, right? You can change between them. And this is what Denuri's screen is. So this is what Gayatmi's computer is. Likewise, can see different computers. It's a dual core computer. And this is Matish. Here it's a dual core computer. And this is Tihan. Right, if you so all of you can share, right? All of you can share, not just them. And others can also share. So I think Nadun, this is Nadun's computer, and this is Laksha's one. And she's having Apple. How to see that? You have to go to the Apple menu. Lakshya. Go to the Apple menu, Apple icon. So if you can switch to her screen, then you can see what's there. Then about this Mac, and then you can see by going to the hardware properties, you can see there are 8 GB RAM, and so here 8 cores, right? 4 performance and 4 efficiency, like quad core, right? Okay, that is the status of this. And then let's go to Avisha's one. Here it is. Okay, different computers are there. So okay, so if you are in mobile phone, that doesn't matter. And still you can share, but you won't be able to. So here, Pute, in this screen, I can see the specialty. So your processor is running at high workload. So it is something to be observed. So why is that? So go to the processors, please. The processor ki awulak pena eka වැඩි පිරිලා තියෙනවා. Can you go to the processors, this one? So you can come to this screen, Avisha screen. Others, please shift to Avisha screen. Routing Avisha ke screen eකට යන්න processors එක click කරන්න. Avisha. Alright, okay. Okay, තියෙනවා ඔයාගේ වැඩිපුර යන්නේ මොකක්ද? Can you click on the CPU, please? CPU එක උඩ click කරන්න. මෙතන. Here you have to click on this. I'm stamping. Click on CPU. Okay, you can see service host diagnosing policy. ඒකේ වැඩි ඔය යන මේ මොකක්ද දන්නේ? ඒක පොඩක් drop down කරලා බලන්න මෙතන. That is too much. Can you try to terminate that? Right click and try to terminate. Right click on the processor. Processor को right click करना पड़ा. No. Make would right click. Right click on the process and try to end task that. End task. Okay. So it seems okay. Let's wait for some time. So like maybe seems temporary some CPU operation. Let's cancel for the moment. But so after the class, you can try to terminate. So don't worry. Try to terminate this. Shutdown करना को तो समारा shutdown करना नहीं वेही. Then करना नहीं पा. Then shutdown करो तो class एक miss है ना. So don't do that. Maybe after the class, try to terminate that process and see whether your computer will be okay or the normal, because this is too much. මේක දකින්න එක වැඩි මේ very high power usage. දැක්කනේ යාම කියනවා very high power usage කියලා ඒක වැඩිය. එහෙම සාමාන්‍යයෙන් එන්නේ නැහැ. එන්න පුළුවන් system maintenance එකක් වගේ යද්දි. තමයි එන්නේ. බලමු අපි ඒක terminate කරනවා සමහරට ප්‍රශ්නයක් වෙන්නේ නැති වෙයි. So so don't worry, it will not be deleted, right? So after restarting, if it won't, it will again start working. Okay. Moving back to the stream. So I expect you to download today. Today we are going to do small practical, as I said last day. So what we are going to do, we are going to know about our computers, hard disk. So very special practical today, because we are going to identify what are the partitions and how these partitions can be created. So related to grade 9, reading book English.
So what is the software?
Sorry?
What is the software?
Software that we are going to use is, so it's better if you can have like VMware, but the VMware is kind of paid software. There's a free alternative that is, we call it VirtualBox. VMware is better, but so if you don't have VMware, don't worry, you can start install VirtualBox. Okay, we are going to learn about this part, the hard disk. First of all, I would like to see your hard disk also. Can you show your hard disk today? Again, share the screen. How can you show the hard disk? So easiest way, go to the Explorer, go to this PC, and then you can see all the partitions. Here you can see 3 partitions in the hard disk. Can you see Lanidu's screen, others? Lanidu's screen, there. So what are the partition names?
CDE.
Oh, අන්න හරි. ඒ වගේ තමයි අපි නම කියන්නේ. මේ local disk ඒවා නෙවෙයි අපි කියන්නේ. අපි කියන්නේ CDE. ඒකෙන් මේ E එක pen drive එකක් එයාගේ තියෙන. මේ තියෙන USB drive කියලා. ඒ E එක pen drive එකක්. මේ වයින් තමයි අපි නම් කියන්නේ. හරි. C drive, D drive, E drive. E drive is a pen drive. Actually, C and D are the hard disk partitions. Okay, others. අපි තව කෙනෙක්ගේ බලමු. දැන් මම යනවා. I'm going to move to some other screen. So this time I'm moving to Nadun's screen. Nadun Kosala. Right. In Nadun's screen, you can see how many? How many are there?
CD.
Yes, 2. That is C and D. C is almost full. තව ටිකක් කල් යනකොට ඔයාගේ computer එක slow වෙනවා නේද? හරිද? ඔන්න මම දැන් අනාවේක්‍යයක් කියලා තියෙනවා. දැනටම slow ඇති. තව යනකොට තව slow වෙනවා. මොකද C නේ පුරවන්නේ. ඔයාලට පුළුවන් නම් ඔක D එකට දාන්න ඔය C එකේ ඒවා ටික තියෙන ඒවා ටික කට් කරලා D එකට දාගන්න operating system එක දාන්න එපා. මේ operating system එක මෙතන තියෙන මේ Windows icon එක තියෙන. ඒකටත් දාලා ඒවා නෙමෙයි. Your document you can move from C to D, right? Otherwise your computer will be slow nadu. Okay, let's go to Denuri's stream. And how many partitions are there in her stream? Can you tell? How many? Can you move to the Denuri's stream today and tell me how many partitions are there? Count it. Hello? No one is responding. Okay, Denuri, can you tell me?
5.
Yes, including the CD drive, it's 5. C is one partition, D is another, and E is another, F is another, and G is actually the CD drive, right? G is the CD drive, DVD drive. It's 5, altogether 5, but there are 4 partitions in the hard disk. Okay, let's see Lakshaya's one, and how can we see the partitions, Lakshaya? Right, yes, you can go to the, no, you can go to the SATA. SATA there. SATA can be right, okay. This computer does not support any serial AT devices, okay. Storage, go to please storage, storage. Click on the storage. Okay, now you can see there are 2 partitions. Right, it is different, right? Then Apple wala venas. So these partitions are called APFS, Apple File System. APSS partitions. Two partitions, actually data partition and the Macintosh partition. System volumes data is one, C drive, D drive, instead of that, it's having 256 GB data partition and the Macintosh HD partitions, both are in same, both are in the same location. So basically it's SSD, solid state device, SSD. So Mac uses SSD, basically it's faster than HDD, but you can also use, right? Windows SSD use karana puluwan. Okay, let's move to Gayatmi's screen now. Gayatmi's screen, how many partitions? F is a partition, you can see. F is a partition, E is a partition, C is a partition, where Windows is there in the C drive. D is a DVD drive, that is also a partition, but not related to the hard disk, that is DVD. Altogether, hard disk has 3 partitions, C, F, E, and C. These are the partitions. Okay, so yes, Nadun is saying C drive is SSD. Let's see that, Nadun. So how can we see that? We can go to Nadun's screen back again. Okay, here's Nadun's screen. And his C drive is, you can see, SSD. He's having 500 GB SSD. This is Diliru. Diliru's, do we have SSDs, Diliru?
Yes.
So can you go to this? Yeah, his C drive is also SSD. That is like 200 GB SSDs, no, 120 GB SSD. You can see that is the C drive. That is faster. So when you're having an SSD, it's faster, right? Okay. So now we know about the hard disk. Hard disk vargat tapi dekka. So different type of hard disks are there. So then different kind of hard disks, and you see the HDDs, SSDs. So what's the difference? Let me show. So this is HDD and SSD. Okay, normal HDD is a bigger one with a rotating disk. Here, it's a bigger one. It's having a rotating disk inside that. It needs to rotate like CD. But SSD is a smaller, it's a chip-based one. SSD is smaller, it has a chip, set of chips. Okay, it has a chip. So that's the difference, right? SSD and HDD. So which is faster? SSD. HDD is slower. Which is smallest? SSD is smaller, right? Here you can see. M2, this is very small. The HDD, so this is laptop, this is desktop one. So desktop one is bigger, laptop one is smaller, and SSD is very small. Okay. That's it. And now, so let's learn about how to install an operating system. That is today's topic. So before that, I would like, if you have like, okay, so this is Lanido's screen. He's having Windows 10 machine inside Windows 10. Actually, in the single medium class, we have installed Windows 10. Can you double click on the Windows 10 machine and turn on that and start that? Yeah. They Windows 10 ඇතුලේ අපි තව Windows 10 computer එකක් හැදුවා. ඒ සිංහල medium class එකේදී තමයි හැදුවේ. අපි දැන් අලුත් එකක් හදමු ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ එකේදී. Right. So එතකොට මෙයාගේ මේ දැන් Windows ඇතුලේ තමයි මේ Windows එක තියෙනවා. ඔයාගේ CD එක දාලා අපි ඔක close කරමු. ඔක close කරමු. Devices වලට යන්න. Yes කරමු. Devices වලට ගිහලා CD එක disconnect කරමු. Optical devices Go to the optical devices and untick this CD. Untick CD untick kara. Okay, then restart the computer. Just restart kara. Machine restart. Api aluthen hadamu kage hari strain ekata. Who like to install a new operating system in your computer? But the minimum requirement, I expect at least you to have 6 GB RAM, 6 GB, 8 GB RAM. So that is better, right? 4 GB eketh puluwan bari naha, but will be like little difficult because we have limited amount of RAM there. So can you raise your hand if you like to install operating system and see now? Okay, I'll give to the first person. Diliru has raised your hand first. I'll give Diliru. And also I'll give chance Gayatri also, right? Don't worry. Gayatri and Diliru both, can you share the screen, both of you, please? Okay, this is Windows 10. Inside Windows 10 you can see Lanindu's machine having Windows 10 inside Windows 10. So you have to put the password, Lanin, correct password. Okay, let's go to the Diliru's one. Now let's learn from the beginning how to create a virtual machine. Okay. Diliru. So do you have VirtualBox?
No, sir.
Okay. So shall we download VirtualBox quickly? It's a very small software. So do you have fast internet connection like SLT Wi-Fi?
No, sir.
Fiber connection? No.
No.
Copper line. Okay, let's try. Let's give a try. Gayatri, you have a fiber connection?
Yes.
Let's try with that. I'm moving to the Gayatmi's one. Don't worry, Diliru, you can also do that. Move into the Gayatmi's computer quickly. So others, please see Gayatmi's screen. Anit hamoma Gayatmi's screen එක view options වලින් බලන්න. Hari. First of all, VirtualBox. Search VirtualBox and then click on the VirtualBox. Go there. And then after that, you have to click on download. Is it working? No, not working. That's all. Yes, I think you are using fiber connection, no, Gayatri?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm also getting the same error. So because like they have given, they have not allowing to download some error, BS30 side error. Go back. I also got the same error. That's why go back and please go down, move down, and you can see another link maybe. Further down, please. Further. Okay, you can see. So search VirtualBox space. Then Untitled without any space. Untitled INTITLE colon ma. Make arame especially then venawa. So this one got me. I'm annotating. See the screen. VirtualBox Untitled index of search like this. Put it. Quotation / Untitled index. Then press enter and you will see some. Okay, try the first link. If not working, try for the next link if you are getting. So go to the latest release, maybe 2020. Can you see a folder? 2020. No. Okay, go down, move down. Okay, you can see some links there. 2021 would be up there. Yeah. Not RPM. Go to 6.1 version. 6.1.30. Click on that. Yes. Now you can go to the exe file. Can you see the VirtualBox exe here? WinExe. I can see that bottom there. Yeah. One above that. Yes. Click on that. Okay, it's downloading, right? So I have used some trick. මොකද මගේ මේ SLT එකෙන් ඔක දෙන්නේ නැහැ මම දන්නේ ඇයි කියලා මටත් දුන්නේ නැහැ. අනිත් අයට සර්ච් වෙනවා මට යන්නේ නැහැ මම හිතුවා ඉතින් මගේ error එකක් කියලා මම හිතන්නේ SLT ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ service එකේ, right? Okay, Nadun, I have shared Android ISO. Yes, good. Okay, open that. ඉස්සලා මේක download කරගන්න ඕන. After downloading, you can open that. This is how you install. See the steps. Others please follow. දැන් මේ වෙලාවෙම follow කරන්න බැරි වුණොත් කමක් නැහැ පුතේ. ඔයාලගේ practical දවස් වෙනකන් ඔයාලා time එක තියෙනවා. එතකොට ඔයාලා මේ වීඩියෝ එක බලාගෙන ගායත්‍රි කරන විදිහට කරා නම් හරි. හරිද? එහෙමත් ඔයාලට තේරුන්නේ නැත්නම් ඒත් ප්‍රශ්නයක්. එතකොට ඔයාලා මොකද කරන්න ඕනේ? එතකොට practical teach එකෙන් help එකක් ගන්න ඕනේ. එහෙමත් එයා කියන දේ තේරුන්නේ නැත්නම් again you can call me or you can send me a WhatsApp. Better send me a WhatsApp and ask what to do. මොකද මේක ඔයාලට ඉදිරියට ඕන. දැන් මේ අද කරන practical එක ඔයාලට ඉස්සරහට ඕන. එතකොට ඕගොල්ලන්ගේ එකේ virtual box දාගන්න බැරි වුණොත් ඒක ගැන worry වෙන්න එපා. මොකද සමහර computers තියෙනවා දාන්න බැරි. ඉතින් ඔයාලට හොඳම දේ තමයි RAM එක පොඩ්ඩක් update කරගන්න. කොහොමද මේ දවස්වල RAM prices යන්නේ? I have not seen RAM prices recently. So if you have 4GB RAM, I think, so let's search for another 4GB RAM. PC builder. So I don't know the recent pricing. Maybe just load in this and see. I need the calculator. I need to get 4GB RAM. Desktop RAM 4GB with DDR3 will cost you around 3,400. Okay, the minimum 3,070. Around 3,000 you can find the RAM, right? Laptop එකකට update කරනවා නම් extra 4GB දානවා නම් DDR3 I think yeah, it's around again 3,000. It's around 3,000, right? එතකොට ඒ ගාන තමයි තියෙන්නේ. එතකොට DDR4 දානවා නම් laptop DDR4 දැම්මොත් ඒකත් 3,000. يعني 4,000 වලට අඩුවෙන් ගන්න පුළුවන් extra 4GB. My recommendation is like try to update it නේද? අපි update කරගමු. 4GB තියෙන කට්ටිය දැන් ඔක්කොම පැත්තක තියෙන computer එක විසි කරලා අලුත් එකක් ගන්න එහෙම එපා. So try to update that to 8GB පුතේ. මොකද ඔයගොල්ලන්ට ඉස්සරහට වැඩක් කරන්න අමාරුයි Windows 11 එහෙම දාගත්තොත් හිර වෙනවා. මේ හරියට වැඩ කරන්නම අමාරුයි. මේ 4GB එකක් එක්ක 4GB මදි ඇත්තටම වැඩ කරන්න. ඉස්සර නම් ඇති මම මේක අවුරුදු දෙකකට කලින් කිව්වේ නෑ. අවුරුදු දෙකකට කලින් 4GB තියෙනවොත් ඇති. දැන් හැබැයි 8GB ඕන. මට දැන් 8GBත් මදි. ඒ වුණාට ඉතින් 8GB එකෙන් අලවගෙන යන්න පුළුවන්. 8GB is enough. For your level 8GB is enough. තව මීට අඩුවට ඇති ඔයාලා බලන්න. මේගොල්ලෝ 3,500 වගේනේ කියන්නේ මේ DDR4 එක. Minimum price, go for the minimum price. Maximum උපරිම ගියත් යන්නේ 4,000. Okay. උතර desktop එකක් නම් ඊට අඩුයි, right? Desktop RAM is like it's less than this. Desktop RAM is DDR4 3,000. එකපාර 8GB දානවා නම් මේ 4GB එක අයින්ම කරලා දාලා. So I think it will cost 8,000, right? එකපාර දානවා. එහෙම කරන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. 4GB එකක් තියෙනවා නම් තව 4GB එකක් දාගන්න. එතකොට 8 වෙනවා. 4 plus 4 is 8. That is the simplest way, right? Okay, so I think okay, Nadun telling one thing, Nadun has shared the screen for Android ISO. I'll share that. So meanwhile, Gayatri has installed the software. This is what Nadun is sharing with us. Okay, he has installed Android inside Windows. The Android dala තියෙනවා virtual machine එකක් විදියට මේක ඇතුලේ Windows ඇතුලේ. පුතේ මට පොඩ්ඩක් කියන්න Android වාගේ මේක ගත්තේ මොකද්ද ISO එක? ISO එක ගත්ත තැන පෙන්වන්න එතන අනිත් අයටත් ISO දාගන්න කියලා දෙන්න පුළුවන්. So can you share tell us the ISO, how you have downloaded the ISO file? Yeah.
මේක දැන් අරගෙන ටික දවසක් මම chat එකට දාන්න download කරගන්න.
හරි හරි download කරන link එක දාන්න. එතකොට අපේ යාළුවන්ට download කරගන්න පුළුවන්. ඔය ෆයිල් එකම ඩවුන්ලෝඩ් කරන්න ඕනේ. ඔය ඩවුන්ලෝඩ් කරපු තැන දාන්න link එක. එතකොට ඒක ඩවුන්ලෝඩ් කරගන්න ISO එක. කාට හරි ඔන්න කොච්චරද size එක උනේ? What's the size?
මේකේ සර් MB ගානක් GB එකකට අඩුයි.
GB එකකට අඩු එහෙනම් හොඳයි. ISO එකක්ද ගත්තේ?
ඔව් සර් ISO
ISO ෆයිල් එකක් right. මට දෙන්න පුළුවන් දැන් සර්ච් කරලා දෙන්න පුළුවන් ඒ වුණාට දැන් නදුන් එක වැඩ කරන එකක් මේක දුන්නා නම් ලේසි. නැත්නම් මොකද්ද version එක Android? ISO Untitled index of. Nandun, may I know the version? Is it version 12 or which one? So there are some places to download, I can see. So these are some ISOs. Yeah, it's less than 1 GB. It's less than 1 GB, you can just try to install that. So I'm not sure which file is working. That's why I said that. So get the file from him, from his link, then that will be better, like easier to you to install, right? The version is, so I think it's here you have versions up to version 9. Up to version 9 is there. Version 10, this version 10 is not there, but up to version 9 is there. So you can use different sites and download it. Okay, anyway, I'm moving back to the Gayatmi's screen. Gayatmi. Okay, so now she has downloaded the virtual machine. What is the next step? කොහොමද අපි ඊළඟට computer එකක් හදන්නේ? So I'm highlighting the points, right? The first point, you have to click on this new icon. That is number 1. Then you can give any name to this. You can give your name, maybe anything. Then you have to select the operating system. So there are different operating systems, right? Lot of operating systems are there. Can you drop down? You can see Linux, Mac OS, or Solaris, BSD, other likewise. You have to select the operating system. So here I would like to stick. So okay, Gayatri, do we have any ISO file with you?
No,
Is there
sir.
any ISO? Okay. So shall we download the Mint OS then?
Okay, sir.
Okay, go to the Google again because we need some operating system. So search for Mint. Similar way that we search. So can you go to this one? This is easy. Easy to edit that. Anit tab එකට යන්න. අනිත් tab එකට යන්න. පුතේ. උඩ tab එකට. මේ තියෙන්නේ මේ. ඒකේ back එකක් යන්නකෝ. Go one back. හරි දැන් මෙතන තව එකක් යන්න. හරි දැන් ඔයාලා මේ ඕනම දෙයක් search කරන්න ලේසි විදිය මේ virtual box විදිය වෙනුවට දෙන්න Mint OS කියලා. Mint Linux හරි. නැත්නම් Mint ISO. Okay, then you can click on the click on that. And there are different versions, Pute. You can download, I think, anything. Okay, click on that and it'll start in download. Okay, so how many hours it will take? Okay, 19 minutes, 7 minutes. Okay, I saw like a lot of hours. Right, let it download. So while it's downloading, let's create the machine now, right? A file like that is the CD, DVD. Okay, that is the CD or the DVD that we need to install this operating system. Let it download and let's go to the virtual machine again. So let's go to the virtual machine, Pute. Then you have to select what is the operating system. Should be Linux, right? Linux.
iOS.
Sorry?
I download iOS.
You have iOS, but so easy steps. Let's do that iOS later. Select the Linux one, right? Then from that you can select Mint, not Oracle. You have Mint. Check whether you have Mint. If not, other Linux. Mint, you know, Other Linux 64-bit. 64-bit. Next. Then it's asking the RAM size. Okay. Currently Gayatni, ඔයාට බෑ Gayatni අරක macOS දාන්න බෑ. දාන්න පුළුවන් හැබැයි හිර වෙනවා. හේතුව your RAM, you can see your RAM is only 4 GB. Now you have a challenge. Can you go to the task manager, Gayatni? You can see from the RAM here, go to the RAM memory. Then ඔයාගේ computer එකටත් කොච්චර use වෙනවද? You are using 2.9 GB to your computer. What is remaining? Remaining is around 900 MB. Then if you are creating macOS, so what is the amount that you need? At least you need 2 GB or 3 GB. So that is not available in your computer. Then දාන්න ගියා නම් macOS එක වාට එන ප්‍රශ්නේ මම කිව්වේ. ඔය macOS එක දැම්ම නම් ඔයාට memory එක මදි share කරන්න. ඔක තමයි මම කිව්වා ඔයාට පුළුවන් නම්. So here like you have 4 GB DDR3 නේ. So try to update that to 8 GB DDR3. So otherwise this is not enough. Anyway, so MintOS එකට ඔක ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ. අපි 512 දීලා install කරගමු. අපි මෙතනින් 512ක් දෙමු 512. Right? So see the criticality. හරි හැම වෙලේම බලන්න තමන් ළඟ තියෙනවා. දැන් මම දෙන්න යනවා. දැන් මගේ ළඟට බෙගර් කෙනෙක් එනවා. බෙගර් කෙනෙක් ඇවිල්ලා මගෙන් ඉල්ලනවා මහත්තයා රුපියල් 1000ක් දෙන්න කියලා. එහෙම ඉල්ලන්නේ නැහැ ඉතින්. මේ මොකක් හරි හදිස්සියක් මෙහෙම බෙහෙත් ගන්න ඕන මොන හරි එකක් කියනවා කවුරු හරි බෙගර් කෙනෙක්ම වෙන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. කවුරු හරි මිනිස්සෙක් ඇවිල්ලා කවුරු හරි අසරණ මිනිස්සෙක් ඇවිල්ලා කියනවා මේ රුපියල් 1000ක් ඕන මහත්තයා මේ බෙහෙත් එක ගන්න. දැන් මම බලනවා සාක්කුවේ. මගේ ළඟ තියෙනවා 500ක්. මට දැන් 1000ක් දෙන්න බෑ. නැත්නම් මගේ ළඟත් හරියටම තියෙන්නේ 1000යි. දැන් මටත් ඕන රුපියල් 500. ඉතින් මට අරයට 1000 දුන්නොත් මට එහෙම කරන්නත් බෑ. ඒ හින්දා අපි ළඟ තියෙන ප්‍රමාණයෙන් තමයි තව කෙනෙකුට දෙන්න පුළුවන්. දැන් මෙතන වෙන්නේ මොකද්ද? Here you have only 4 GB. So if you share 4 GB with this computer, then your computer will not work. So the maximum that you can go is like here recommended amount is 412, 512. Why? Because you don't have much. So that is okay. So let's go to the next. So you have to always worry. So better we download Mint. If we download Windows 10, even it's very difficult to create a machine there. Okay, create new virtual hard disk now. That is okay. Create it. Okay, then next again. Then dynamically allocate. Yes, okay. Next again. And it's asking the hard disk size 8 GB. That's enough. Okay, create next. Create. Okay, now it's asking, showing us the hard disk. Let's start the machine now. When you start the machine, you can see it's not working. So that is the nature. When you start the machine, okay, Nadun has shared the ISO file link. So others, if you wish, you can download the same ISO file by clicking on that and it will be starting downloading, you can see. So I'll pause for the moment. I'll download that later. Okay. So shifting back to the Gayatni screen. Okay, now the problem is you don't have a file to run. So what you can do, you can browse. You can browse for this. And then you can add a media. That is your currently downloaded ISO file. That is the Mint Linux. Go to the downloads and point the downloaded ISO file. I hope that is downloaded. Yes, it's there. And click open. Okay, then choose and start. That will start the Mint ISO inside your computer. This is your newly created computer. Please make it full screen today. And you can see your Linux Mint will be started within few seconds and it's going to start now. Now actually we are going to install Linux inside your computer. So now let's go and check your RAM memory. Please go and check your memory. Task manager එකට ගිහිල්ලා බලන්න. Now you can see your memory is peaking, going up, going up, going up, going up, and up. The available is around 400 now. So that's the reason I said yes.
Can you show again, sir, how to download ISO file? I have connection failure. Sir.
Okay, so can you share your screen? I'll teach you. Gayatri, show me the screen footage, so whether it's installing. It seems it's loading, right? Slowly loading. The reason is we have given limited amount of RAM. Okay, can you share the screen, Pute, who said that you lost the connection? Can you share the screen? Then I can help you. Okay, so Gayatri, and this is before installation. You can see the live operating system. Make ඔයාට මේ CD එක write කරගත්තත් පුළුවන්. So this is called live operating system. So we go to the viewer, try to make it full screen again. So I think we are seeing only a portion. In macOS, you have to download Lakshya, like VMware Fusion. I'll show that in macOS, right? VMware Fusion. View එකට යන්න බලන්න ගාත්මි. View එකේ බයිද full screen කරා. View menu එකේ. මෙතන. Switch. Right, okay. Now you can see the whole screen. Hari, may install and calling. You can see a live. So this is the Mint menu. You can click on the Mint menu. Got me. Click on the Mint menu and you can see Office application, multimedia application, all applications, Office applications, graphic applications, all are there. Excel and all similar versions are there, right? එතකොට Excel නැති වුණොත් හදිසියට Office එකට යන්න බලන්න Office menu එකට යන්න, then you can see here LibreOffice Calc, Draw, Impress, Writer, all are there, right? Okay, this use less amount of memory. Sorry.
I share this screen, sir.
Okay, I'll shift it. So Gayatri, what you can do is, can you see the desktop back again? So here, please go to the desktop. Desktop of Mint desktop and click around. And click on the install Mint and start installation process. I'll shift to the other screen. Matish. Okay, so Oracle, is this your screen? Matisha, so what do you need?
Yes, sir.
You need support to download Oracle VM VirtualBox. Okay,
No,
then
sir.
go to.
ISO file.
Have you downloaded Oracle already?
Yes, sir.
All right, then search for. So what do you need? What is the operating system that you are going to install? Windows or Mint, Linux?
Windows 10, sir.
Sorry,
Windows 10, sir.
Windows 10. Yes, can do. But can you show me the memory RAM? Go to the task manager and show me the RAM capacity. Still loading, right? RAM performance. Windows 10 okay දාන්න එපා පුතේ ඔයාලට දාන්න බෑ. Windows 10 ඔයාලට download කරගන්න පුළුවන්. Install කරන්න ගියාම දැනටමත් ඔයාගේ 4GB පිරීලා. Windows 10 වලට තව 4GB ඕන. 3GB වත් ඕන තව. ඉතින් ඉඩ නැහැනේ මේ ටිකේ. ඒ හින්දා ඔක 8GB එකට update කරගන්න. අර මම show මේ site එකක් දැම්ම දැක්ක නේද? ඔයාලට ඒකෙන් ගිහින් ඔයාලට purchase කරන්න පුළුවන් එකෙන් orders දාලා. එකක් මම කිව්ව තව ගොඩාක් size තියෙන ඕගොල්ලන්ගේ ගෙවල් ළඟ එකකින් හරි ගන්න. prices බලන්න පුළුවන් මේකෙන්. PC builder.pro pcbuilder.pro, so you can check the prices and all through that. Okay, එහෙනම් අපි mint එක ගමු. ඔයාගේ ඉන්ටර්නෙට් තියෙනවා නේද? ස්පීඩ් සාමාන්‍යයෙන් 2GB වගේ download කරගන්න පුළුවන් නේද? මතීෂ?
Yes, sir. Oh, sir.
Okay, so please go to the Google. Go back to the Google and search like this. You need to search Mint Linux ISO, then entitled within quotation index of. I have sent the same to the chat, right? I have sent the same to the chat. So if you want, you can use the chat and get the search string. You can copy and paste it from the chat. Zoom chat again copy paste karana puluwa. Okay, so this is how you need to search. Then go to the first link or the second link and find the ISO and click on the download. That's all. හරිද පුතේ? මතේෂ? හම්බුණානේ chat එකේ තිබ්බ නේද?
Okay, sir.
Copy කරගත්තද? නැද්ද? මම remote control එකක් දෙන්න මම paste කරලා දාන්නම්. Allow me to remove control, then I'll paste it. I'll paste it. Okay. And search it and you'll get some links from that link. So you can click on the first link or the second link and then you can get the ISO file, right? Hurry, click kalla ISO file එකට යන්න. ඔතන මේ list එක. ඒ list එකෙන් ඔයා ඒකට internet connection slow වගේ පුතේ slow වෙයිද දන්නේ නැහැ download කරන්න ගිහිල්ලා බලන්න නැත්නම් class එකෙන් පස්සේ download කරගන්න. Okay, I'm going to get Miss Train. Actually she's installing. You need what is the storage capacity. Okay, quit කරන්න. ඔයා වැඩි කරන්න ඒක storage එක පොඩ්ඩක් තව වැඩි කරලා දෙන්න. Quit කරන්න, quit it. Tell me when you are getting problems, quit it. Okay, then go to the yes, quit it. Then please go to your no, not there. You have to restart the machine, stop the machine, exit from the full screen button. Right, okay, then go to the device, sorry, machine. Go to the machine and settings. I think you have to stop this, but anyway, let's try it. Then go to the storage. And you have to install like edit this. So can you try to edit this VDI? Edit karana bane, then stop kalla innako, cancel kalla. So cancel it. And machine ke stop karan. Go to the machine and stop off, turn off. Turn off. Yes, shut down. After that, you can go to the machine again. Shut down on the methane shut down karan. System power. All right, there is also shut down. Then go to the machine and there okay, it's shut down. I think go to the setting and now try to edit that. Cancel karan, make a off cancel karan. Go to the file or the machine. Session session post take a snapshot view so it's still not there in the view. Go to the view menu. Then the other one, input. Device, no. So can you press the enter here? Okay, now you have the machine. Now go to the setting and edit this. Edit the hard disk. Storage, it's enough, not enough. 10 would give 10 GB. Give 10 GB. Here you have edit. Add do edit thing. So no, not there. So just right click there. Remove the attachment is there. Oh, can you see editing? Here, can you see what's, can you edit? Okay, choose creator. Yes, choose create. Yeah, that one. Then just select this and remove that. Oh, remove that. You have to remove that and create a new one. Right click. No, it's not there. So then add a new one. Add a new one. So which child should be like. Yes, you can give any file name, ABC something. Open. Cancel it. Cancel this also. Oh, sorry. So you have create. Sorry, my mistake. You have create. Create this one. Then go to the next, and increase the size to few more GBs. Enough. Create it. That's it. Then remove this, select this and choose this. Okay, choose this. Okay, now you can click OK and restart the machine and do the work. Click OK and open the machine, and now it will work. Start this. Right, now you can install, because always it matters, right? The hard disk size, otherwise in the middle you will struggle. Then Mac OS done. I know that you like to install Mac OS, that is good. But the thing is, you should have a better RAM, better memory. So that's the thing. And go to the input, and again, input. So yeah, input. Sorry, devices, optical devices, optical drives. From that, select Linux Mint. Then restart, machine restart or machine reset. Okay, we got error, that is good, because then we can learn from that error. Right, reset, yes, reset it and it will work. Right, when we get the errors, we can learn from that errors. Now you can see Linux Mint is loading, and after loading the Mint, you can follow the installation processes and install it. Okay, we saw how to install Mint Linux. We saw how to install Windows and all. And we saw the strains who have installed. How many of you have installed operating system by now? Any one of you installed? Okay, I promise you to show this in the Mac OS also. Therefore, I'm showing this in the Mac OS now. How to do this in the Mac OS? It is possible to do this in Mac OS. Right, to do this in Mac OS, what you have to do? So you have to use VMware Fusion. This is VMware Fusion. And if you need to create a new machine, let me stop this, suspend this.
Sir,
Yes.
so it is showing that VMware Fusion is not available for MacBook. Yeah.
New version.
Yes, it is saying that it runs on only the MacBooks the MacBooks with Intel chips.
Are you using M2, M1?
Yes, sir.
So I got to know that. So then VMware Fusion will, like, M1 is not allowing the virtualization, that with the Fusion, that's there. Then instead of VMware Fusion, can you just show that whether you can download the VirtualBox? Is it available for Mac OS?
No, sir.
M1 chip virtual machine. So there are some solutions. UTM, I think this UTM is the version. So this is the solution from them. But the thing is paid one. So Apple is always like this, you know. So they are removing the old support and they are adding something where you have to pay and buy something. So that is the nature. So here actually you have to pay. It will cost you like $9.99. But they are saying that UTM is supporting this, right? So I think that's the only versions. Like after installing UTM, you can run these operating systems inside Apple. But sorry.
So it is not free. It is saying that we have to pay $9.99 US dollars.
It is not free. That's what I said. Apple is always like that. When they update something, so you need to pay for that. So that is the nature. So we can't help. So if you're using Apple, like you have to ready with these things also, because most of the versions, with the new updates, they will remove the old supports. They always update the other things also. That is not free. Yeah, I know. That's not free. But there might be some free alternatives. I have not checked with the M1 chip. There might be some alternatives except this, but they are recommending this UTM, right? It's only $9.99. I don't think that's a big cost. So it's around 2,000. I think to get the experience, that is not bad. So maybe you can talk with your mother and get the approval for that, right? Okay. So otherwise, like you have to use VMware Fusion. So the older versions or the Intel chips, for Intel chips, this Fusion is working. So this is what I have done with Intel chips, similar to that, right? So what you have to do, actually you have to click on the new, create new at here. When you click on this, you have to go to the file new and then create a virtual machine, continue. And then you have to select the operating system similar to the previous one. I want to install Windows XP Professional. I'm selecting that and I'm clicking next, continue, create new virtual hard disk similar to the what you saw in stream, then continue and then finish, and that's it. And after that, you can start the machine. After that, you can start the machine, and this is your computer. So only few clicks. Then when you open the virtual machine, it's showing like a real computer. Right? An operating system and nathi computer ka konna wage tam. So this will give you additional advantage, that is you can access the BIOS also. BIOS එක access කරන්නත් පුළුවන්. Right, BIOS එක access කරන්න ඕන නම් ඔයාලට පුළුවන් අර F1 F2 ඔය වගේ key එකක් press කරන්න. මේකේ නම් තියෙන්නේ මම හිතන්නේ F2. මේ තියෙන එක on වෙනකොටම press කරන්න ඕන. ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ computers වලත් පුළුවන් පුතේ. හැම computer එකකම පුළුවන්. On වෙනකොටම F2 මගේ එකේ press කරන්න ඕන. Maybe in your computer it will be different. How many of you know how to access BIOS? Can you raise your hand if you know? How many of you know how to access BIOS? Okay, there are considerable amount of students. Good. Others, don't worry, we will learn that. Nadun, Tihan, Lanitu, Diliru, Shamin, all are boys. So what about girls? It's easy. Try it, right? Okay, try it. How? When you restart the computer, so there are keys. So these are the keys. I'll give it. So either it can be ESC, off kala on karna kodan press karanna. It can be ESC, it can be F2, it can be F10, F8, it can be F10, it can be Del key. So these are some common keys, right? එතකොට on වෙනකොටම මේක press කරක මේ ඔක්කොම ඉබුවත් කමන්නේ. Off කළා on වෙනකොටම on වෙන මිලි තප්පරයට you have to press all these keys maybe. So one of this will work. Don't worry, this is like the manufacturer installed software. BIOS කියලා කියන්නේ manufacturer installed software. එතකොට ඒක ෆර්ම්වෙයාර් එකක් විදියට hard අපේ කම්පියුටර් එක ගැන විස්තර දැනගන්න හොඳම තැනක් තමයි ඒක. ඉතින් මේක ඇතුළට ගියාම තියෙනවා කම්පියුටර් එකේ hard disk කොහමද, processor speed කොහමද, security දානවා නම් ඒවා, boot order එක කියන්නේ on වෙන්න ඕන කොහමද. So you can go and read these things. Don't edit. Just go through and read this. So these are very important. I'll teach you some of these settings in the next lesson, right? Because you have BIOS setting changes in the next lesson. I'll teach you this at time. This arm execute. I have to use keyboard only. Mouse is not working there. Okay, so that's it for today. So what about the situation, Gayatri? Is it installed or still on the process, in process? This is your stream. Yeah, yes. You have to install erase. Yes, that is okay. Erasing will not erase your disk. Don't worry. It will erase the virtual disk only, right? And continue. Continue. It will erase all the disks, but don't worry. It will not erase your computer disks. It will erase the virtual hard disk, so it is not affecting your computer. Okay, let's see. Next day we'll see all of you with new operating systems. So try to install at least one operating system, right? I'll suggest you very small one if you consider about data. You can download this operating system. This is very, 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 very small. That is damn small Linux, DSL. So very small. DSL ISO. Damn small Linux, right? That is very small, only like 50 MB. So everybody can try that. Everybody can try. It is only 50.4 MB operating system. So very lightweight operating system. You can try this. Okay, Budhe, with that I'll stop for today. Then good night. See you all next week.
Good night, sir. Thank you, sir.
Nice, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Good night, sir.
Welcome.